people watching probably wonder, why when you retire, why are you a caregiver? Because some people are like, I'm done taking care of them. They're 18. Get them out the door.
No, they're not ready at 18. I mean, that's why I had kids. That's why we have kids, to care for people. And, if people ask for help, they deserve it because I got it. And so why shouldn't my kids get it? And anybody. I think anybody should think about, taking care of elders and grandkids.
Being Asian American, there are so many challenges: language barriers, cultural, generational, you name it.
Yes.
Many. What were some challenges that you faced in your caregiving journey?
Well, probably a lot of misunderstanding. There's cultural barriers because you don't think the same as I don't think the same as my mom.
Because you're essentially Asian American.
Yes.
Your mom's Asian.
She's Asian from China.
Yeah.
And so she has a different perspective when she grew up than I did. I mean, I grew up here in America where socially, culturally, is a lot different. And my thoughts are quite different than hers.
One of the biggest challenges is the don't ask, don't tell, right?
Yes.
Is that something you face with Mom?
Of course.
Can you give an example? Like knee situation, I think you were saying?
Yeah. I mean, I keep telling her when she has pain to tell me and what's wrong, but no, she masks her pain by using Chinese medicine, and she's always done that all her life. And I keep telling her medicine here is different than in China.
Yeah.
She has
There's no regulations, FDA, and so it could cause further ramifications, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so now she has knee bone to bone, and she can't do anything about it.
She has a lot of knee issues now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she can't have her knee replacement because I'm telling you, she's been using too much of Chinese medicine, which I finally stopped.
So what? You seem like such a strong woman, and you're taking care of so many people. Like, how do you handle seeing your mom, getting older and ailing?
Well, of course it's difficult, It's really hard.
How so?
Because she's always been very healthy. And it's just hard for me to see her sit there and do nothing.
That was one thing that was really hard for me to see with my grandparents. They're no longer here. My grandfather, my grandmother, and mother, paternal grandmother, and just seeing them kind of ailing, and then it's kind of like they're wasting away because they used to be so vibrant and strong and strong-willed.
It's really hard, and we still get into arguments all the time. But maybe that's what makes her keep going.
Yeah.
So she and I know, and that's why I try to stay with her all the time and talk to her. But there's a different cultural barrier.
Yeah, I know.
She don't understand.
Language barrier. I faced that with my grandparents too, and I took care of my 4 family members, helped take care before they passed away. My father and aunt died of cancer, and then my grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side passed away all within 13 months.
Wow, gosh.
So there was a time where it's just like, gosh, I wish I can extrapolate stories from you. I wish I can talk to you more. And it's like a blank screen. It's like you try to talk to them and they won't want to share their stories. And you're a storyteller.
Yeah. Well, lucky my mom, she tells me, believe me, all the time. We talk about it. But, doesn't mean I agree with her half the time.
Yeah.
But, she has her story. And, you have to look at her side of the story. But then at the same time, I try to get her to see my side of the story, which is a little hard for me. But, as long as she could keep saying what she has to say, I know she's really well-to-do, healthy, and she's all there.
Yeah. So how do you get through seeing your mom ailing and in pain and older?
Well, that's why I try to bring my kids, my grandkids, and, she's happy with them more than me. So when she sees everybody together, I know she's really happy.
Yeah, kids have a way of just kind of lighting up the room, right? I saw your
so
mom earlier.
joyous.
She was kind of like in a bad mood, and then all of a sudden, bring baby William.
Yeah, bring little William, and she's all happy. Yes, not happy with me, but happy with the little baby.
Well, I could just tell that she's super proud of you, and just she was telling me in my broken Cantonese, speaking with her, that you guys are such good kids and have such big hearts, and that warms her heart. So that was really beautiful to have that kind of connection. It's hard because mom and dad never tell us they love you, right?
No.
They never say I'm proud of you, but they always brag to other people. That's why it's like, oh, Elizabeth, she's great. They take care of me. She was telling me earlier, she takes care of me so well, and she helps me, with walking and eating and all that. And that's something that is hard for an Asian elder to swallow, because they're used to being independent. They're immigrant minded. They're strong, and so hard for them to say, you know what, I need the help. What are some life lessons, or what are some kind of words of wisdom that, as a caregiver, many generations, that you have for other people that are about to take care of someone in their family?
Well, I just think that they should think more positive, that, what they do is for the good, and they're giving back what they got. And, hopefully they don't think of it as a chore. They think of it as, something that they could do because that's what's been done for them.
Yeah.
And giving back is really important in life, because you can't keep taking and expecting that it's going to be really happy for everybody.
Yeah. And I think when you give to the world, I always tell my friends and my nieces and nephews too, I always tell people, caring is sharing. When you share and you care, people care and they share for you. And so it seems like that has happened throughout the generation. What words of wisdom do you have for people that are caregiving now and that find it so difficult, the big challenges that they do have?
Well, they need time for themselves too. And if they can't do it, they have to say, I can't. It's not fair to them too, because, at this age, I get aches and pains too, It's like after taking care of William, boy, I sleep well that night. So it's challenging, but, it's rewarding. But at the same time, if you need help, you got to ask. It never hurts to ask for help, because you could always find help from somebody.
So how do you take care of yourself?
Eat a lot of chocolate.
Eat a lot of chocolate. That helps in some ways.
I love chocolate.
Healing qualities. Okay.
Yeah, I try to exercise, walk. I used to do a lot of exercise. I have a PE minor too, so, and I do gardening. I like the peace and quiet in the garden, and just actually I like being home and quiet. I edit movies, all my family movies.
Because you were a teacher for how long again? Did you say?
38 years.
Wow, and you taught?
I taught high school all my life, and I enjoy kids. And whenever I could help somebody, I'm happy. And each year I always find one kid that, I feel like I really helped them with their goal or something.
Yeah. And there's no better gift that you can give people than the gift of yourself and your time and energy. Yeah.
And it's people need people, and they some people are quiet about it, some people aren't, and but you could tell when someone needs you.
Yeah. And I can tell that your mom needs you and that she's so proud of you. So thank you so much for sharing your story with so many caregivers out there. I know that people watching will know that they're not alone after hearing your story and seeing what you're going through. So
yeah, well, I hope they all hang in there and be proud.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and you hope that they pass this along, right?
Yes, absolutely. They should pass it on to their kids. My kids, man, I expect them to be there for me.
And something tells me they will.
Yeah. So, and then my grandkids too.
Of course,
it's generational, and they see what I go through, and they'll know because I see what my mom went through with my grandfather.
So
And,
it's just kind of leading by example.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's part of our culture.
Yeah, right? It is.
It is.
So thank you for sharing.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no problem.